In this video, I really want to be honest. I want to be sincere and I want to pour out my heart because a few minutes ago I was just lying on the couch watching movies and suddenly I got up and I have this urge to make this video. So I want to speak to someone. There is no rehearsal whatsoever. I just want to talk to someone and have a one-on-one section with someone right now. You know, when it comes to feeling and thinking that I am a failure and those kind of thoughts, I've always felt that way. Even while presently I'm constantly and every day evolving and working on being the best version of myself. Sometimes I just wake up in the morning and I suddenly feel like a failure. Growing up, I have set this kind of standard. I didn't have the best lifestyle. So maybe that kind of experience has given me that mentality that I haven't, achieved anything. Sometimes I just scroll to the internet and I see some lifestyles. I'm like, oh my God, they are living the best life. And they are literally living all the kind of lifestyle they want. And the moment I drop my phone, I just suddenly feel that urge that, oh my God, I'm a little failure. I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing that, but now procrastinating, I am being lazy. This kind of thoughts, it just comes in once in a while. And you know even while I sit here to motivate you, I also have my own struggles. However, since I have this urge to speak to someone, so just stay calm and listen to me. Even why sometimes I feel like a failure, I think that someone out there needs to hear this and understand this, that nobody has a perfect life. I know the kind of lifestyles you see online, these people might have given you a lot of good impressions about themselves. And most times you look at these people and you feel like, oh my God, why is she living such extravagant lifestyle? What is wrong with me? What am I not doing right? You look at these people and you feel bad about your own existence. I feel like I need to repeat it one more time. Nobody, nobody has a perfect life. Although we are constantly working on being the best version of ourselves, although we are constantly working on overcoming challenges and perfectly dealing with any situation that comes our way. But I feel like you need to register this in your head first, that nobody, somehow, everyone is going through something, everyone is dealing with something. But it all depends on how you handle that situation. It all depends on how you overcome, and it all depends on where it leads you to. Now, I'm using myself as a case study because sitting down here, even while sometimes I feel like a failure, I also know and I also admit that I might be the reason why someone is out there feeling like a failure. I might be the reason why someone just look at me, look at my lifestyle, look at everything around me, and suddenly they feel like they haven't achieved anything. I have this kind of, will I call it an aura, or this kind of presence, or this kind of, I don't know, maybe the way I do my things, or maybe the pictures I post online, or maybe the way I live my life. People instantly presume that I have a perfect life. Why I scroll on the internet, or why I see people that are living good lives, and I'm like, she's having a very perfect life, and I totally feel bad about myself. I It's also shocking to me that a lot of people see me and they feel bad about themselves while I'm dealing with something myself. While I am having my own struggles, people see me and they feel bad about their own lives. And this made me realize something. I literally sat down and I questioned myself, and I said, when exactly do we start seeing the good in ourselves? Knowing fully well that a lot of people come up to me. Not only do they come up to me, I receive a lot of DMs every day, and people are like, I look at you and I feel motivated. You are the reason why I'm constantly trying to improve myself. And even why I see all this, I still feel like a failure. The reason why you feel like a failure is because you do not see the good in yourself. Like, no matter what, no matter how stunning you are, no matter how outstanding you are, you do not see it. Only the people outside there. People look up to you and they're like, oh my God, I wish I have the lifestyle she's living. Wish I'm in that position she is right now. People are literally dying to be you. People will do anything just to be you. And then, despite all this, you still wake up in the morning and you sit and you question yourself that, oh my God, I haven't achieved anything. There are some areas of your life where you feel like you haven't achieved anything. But there are some areas where you're doing perfect. where you're doing excellent. And the moment you start being thankful for where you are right now, you will achieve more. Like the moment you start appreciating the little things you've achieved, the moment you start appreciating the position you are right now, you achieve more. You know why I felt like a failure, why I always question my existence. You see, in that moment, I do not achieve anything. In that moment, when I sit and the time I'm using to sit and question my existence, if I had invested that moment into making my life better. The reason why I felt bad was because I had three important things to do and I did not do it. And I was feeling bad because I was procrastinating. And guess what? I was still sitting in the same position, letting my emotions deal with me. You know, that moment why I was questioning myself and sitting in the same position, asking myself, okay, why am I a failure? If I had invested that time into doing what I have to do, I wouldn't have felt that way. I wouldn't even have the time to feel like a failure. Because you give it so much time. You let that emotions, you gather the emotions and you give it so much time and so much attention. That is why it keeps on progressing. Instead of doing what I have to do, I started to sit and let my emotions deal with me. That's why I always say, for the fact that I am motivating you, for the fact I sit here and I talk to you guys doesn't mean I'm not dealing with my own struggles. Why I deal with struggles, I sit down there and I hope that we both overcome it. And in any way I have overcome mine, I also wish that the same strategy works for you. I feel like because we give it so much time, so much attention, and then the feeling just progress, and every day we are dealing with just feelings and without doing anything to change it. Notwithstanding, why I felt that way, I also received a mail, and this mail was also a bad news. So my feeling that day literally progressed to something worse. I also received a mail, and this mail was a very bad, a very, very bad news. So yeah, I was, although I was also working on overcoming this feeling, I also went out, I came back, and this feeling got worse. It got worse. So I was just lying on the couch in the living room. So at that moment, I was asking myself, if someone else is feeling this way I'm feeling right now, what will I say to them? What will I say to motivate them? What will I say to give them that urge to be better in life? So and I kept on thinking, I was like, okay, let me imagine that someone is in front of me and asking me, okay, I feel like a failure right now. What do I have to do to change it? So I picked up my phone. I was typing and as if I was talking to someone, yet I was also encouraging myself. Although I can't remember the exact word I said to myself that day, but I will be reading it out from my phone. And I really hope that, because this literally answered to every of my questions that day, although the feeling actually started from something casual, as I said, I was supposed to do something, but I did not have that urge to do it. So I felt bad because I was procrastinating. Although it started from something little and then it progressed to something else. When I received that, mail, that it wasn't really a good news. And that feeling progressed, then I started questioning my life. I was like, okay, who am I? What am I? This feeling sometimes are just all over the place and you are just thinking of a whole lot of things. I was like, who am I? What am I here for? What is my existence for? So I wrote these words in my phone, word for words. And after I finished writing it down, I went back and I read it. So when I read it, it answered to every of my questions I had that day. I was typing this thing and suddenly I felt like it wasn't me anymore. It was as if at that moment, even God literally saw my frustration and like, okay, let me help this girl. So the more I wrote down things, the more I realized that okay, this isn't me. This was God trying to answer my question. Some things I say is not even me. It's a divine wisdom. It's a divine knowledge I have. So I say this out and I speak to you guys. It isn't me. It's not even me speaking. It's just a divine knowledge, divine wisdom to encourage people. So I'll be reading this out to you guys, and I hope that this helps you too. You relate to this, and this also answers to every one of your concerns and every question you have for yourself right now. So that day I started with, it's fine that I feel down. It's fine that I do not have my whole life figured out yet, or what I am made of. I have a lot in me, a lot to deliver to the world, and it will definitely take some time trying to figure out all this, because I am not an ordinary person. An ordinary person has no business thinking the way I am. An ordinary person wouldn't feel bad about not figuring out their life or understanding his or her purpose. And that's it. Whatever I have discovered now that I am isn't all that is to me, because I am impacted with a lot to pass on to people, and I can't just easily figure everything out at once. And then I realized that everything takes process. It probably isn't the right time for me to realize who I am. But as I keep on trying, holding on to the little I have discovered I am, and working towards the little goal I know, it becomes a pathway and a journey into figuring out more about who I am. It's simple. The more I try, the more I brainstorm, trying to figure out something in me. It proves that whatever position I am now is not enough, and there is more to me. There is more to my name and to my future, that I need to feel this way sometimes in order to discover it. Every urge and sadness in me proves that there is more ahead of me that my soul longs for. You know, sometimes the reason why you're feeling this way, the reason why you feel like a failure, is not because you are an actual failure. It's because your soul is not satisfied with who you are right now. It's because your soul is telling you that you can do better if you want to. Most times when you feel like a failure, like you've not achieved anything in life, I'm telling you, the one that has completely given up on his life wouldn't even care if anything is going wrong in their life. Someone that has no vision, has no dream, has no purpose, isn't even chasing after anything, wouldn't even care if he is failing or not. It's because your soul knows that you can do better, and it's because your soul is pushing you and reminding you that okay, you can do better than this if you want to. You just have to invest the right amount of time, invest your energy, and you can do better than this, because your soul is constantly reminding you. So because you feel like a failure doesn't mean you should sit at home all day and question yourself and speak to yourself, oh my god, I feel like a failure right now, all my mates, all my friends are doing well in life, and I've not even achieved anything, I feel so bad. And then you sleep, and then you sit and you sleep. You're feeling this way because your soul is reminding you, speaking to you and telling you that, girl, you can do better if you want to. Every day I wake up in the morning and I speak to myself. I said I will be great, and I am a great person. And this is a word of affirmation I use every day for myself, because in this universe there is an exchange of energy. Like when it comes to energy, the negative energy is most active. As I have said, if you follow my YouTube channel, I always said I make you understand life, I make you understand the universe. The positive energy is something you find yourself, you bring out that energy in you, you make yourself a positive energy. Now every day I wake up in the morning and I say to myself, I will be great. Although I believe that I am a great person, but I also said these words of affirmation to myself to remind myself that I can do better. I speak to myself that I will be great. I will be great. And the more I say this to myself, the more I believe it, the more I act it, it becomes a behavior, and then I will achieve it. Because at the end of the day, whatever I set my mind to do, I will do it. I will achieve everything I want to. I speak this to myself every day. You should always use words of affirmation and don't just say it, believe it and act it. I act great because I am great. When I make myself believe that I am a great person, I push negative energy out of my life. I take them out. Because when the negative energy tries to come in, they see the positive energy in me, and they have to go back. So I say these words to myself and I exchange the energy. That day I live with so much energy, so much positive energy, and so much productivity. I do what I have to do because I believe it's a mindset. The exact day I switched my mindset, the exact day I started working on myself, I've seen a lot of changes in my life. Literally, I wake up in the morning and I act great because it's a mindset. And this mindset I have, people see it and they automatically believe that, oh my God, she's literally living the best life out there. People see this my energy, they see this my mindset. And this is why I say a lot of people that are out there, someone might be out there looking at me and completely feeling like a failure in their own lives, because they see that my energy, they see my aura, the way I live my life, I live like I am great. So they believe in their brain that, oh my God, she's perfect. She's perfect. Even when I have my own struggles, even when I'm dealing with a lot of things, I'm also dealing with anxiety. I'm dealing with anxiety, seriously, serious anxiety, and I'm constantly working to overcome it. But I have a lot of struggles going on and off of my life. People are seeing me that, oh my God, I'm living a perfect life. And that is the same way a lot of people are also viewing you. People would beg to be in the position you are right now because you are there. You don't even know your worth. You don't even know where you are. You are in that same position that someone would literally beg to be there, and you are at that same position, you feel worthless, you feel like, oh my god, I'm a failure, I haven't achieved anything. When it comes to academics, if you fail and you feel bad about it, it's because something in you is telling you that, oh, you can do better in your grades, and you should follow that voice. Whenever it seems like I'm not getting what I want and something in me is troubled and something in me is bothered, I take that as a sign to not give up. I take that as a sign that, okay, I can get it if I want to get it. This is literally my mindset. Whatever I want, I will get it. Whatever I need, I will get it. I just have to use the right amount of energy, the right amount of time, the right amount of productivity. I will get it. We should learn to be grateful for our lives. We should learn to be grateful for the position we are right now. I literally can't believe sitting down here, although I have gotten my energy back, I have gotten the right mindset back. But 3 weeks ago, I can't believe that I was literally feeling like a failure. Like, will you believe how far God has taken me? God has taken me so far in life. Like 5 years ago, I was literally praying to be in the position I am right now. And presently, I am in that position. Yet, I am still feeling like a failure, even in the position I have always prayed to be. We have to learn to be satisfied and be grateful. The more grateful you are, the more blessings that comes into your life. The more happy you are, the more blessings that comes into your life. The more happy you are, the more positivity that comes into your life. When you're feeling so down, you feel so dull, and every day you are just there sitting in the same position, questioning your life, you won't achieve anything. When I got my energy back and I was so grateful for everything, I'm seeing my whole life evolving back to the right track. I'm seeing it. Is there any difference? No. It's just my emotions. My emotion was playing tricks on me, telling me that I feel like a failure. So now that I'm on the right track, I have my zeal back, I have everything back. I'm seeing things now from the clear side. No, I'm not a failure. I haven't failed. I have not. We really need to learn how to be calm. Because at the end of the day, one day we will understand why we are going through what we are going through right now. Years back, I was so clueless about my life. I was living one of the most miserable life ever. So I was like, why am I in this position right now? Why am I dealing with all these things? After God has, blessed me, and now presently that I'm in this position I am right now I see reason why I was going through whatever I was going through back then. I'm seeing the reasons. For now, you might not understand, but later you will understand why you're going through whatever you're going through right now. Nothing in your life is happening for nothing. It's happening for a reason. There's a reason why it's happening. There's a reason, and you will understand soon. You just have to be in the right mindset. And no matter the chaos going on in your life, I'm telling you, I'm so unbothered right now that there might be storms going on around me. A lot of storm going on around me. And I look at the storm and I speak and I say to it, you know what? Do your worst. There is nothing I have not overcome, and I will still overcome you. It's just the feelings playing tricks on me. If I sit down and I think, there is nothing I have not overcome. There is no challenges that has come into my life that I did not overcome it. So sometimes you just have to look at the storm and speak to it. Do your worst. Because if you sit down and you think, no storm that started that did not come to an end. Every storm, even the physical storm you see, it will come to an end. If you do not give up, your problem will give up. It's as simple as that. Something will give up eventually. And trust me, I am so believing that you won't be the one that will give up eventually. Something will give up, I'm telling you. This feeling will give up. If you feel like a failure, it will give up when you see that you're pushing it away with the right mindset. This feeling of being a failure will even eventually give up on its own. The more you push it with so much positive energy, you push these feelings away with positivity, with words of affirmation. God has brought me so far in life. Now the question is, okay, why am I still stuck with a bad memory? Why don't I just look at the good things? That if you calm down and you realize that the good things that has happened in your life exceeds the bad things that are happening. Exceed it by far. But it's just that, when bad thing is happening, we just sit and we are like, okay, oh my God, this is too much for me. Oh my God, why am I dealing with this now? Mm, mm. The good thing that's happened in my life is so much. Like literally, God has been so faithful. So why am I still stuck with the bad memories? You should sit and look. There is nothing in your life that has come in that you did not overcome. So why do you feel like you can't overcome? It's something you can easily overcome. God wouldn't give you something that is beyond your capacity. God won't make you go through a situation that you can't overcome. Like, God won't. He won't. Every situation I have found myself, even while in that same position, I'm thinking that, okay, this thing, how am I supposed to overcome it? This is greater than me. This is bigger than me. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, I realized that God wouldn't have put me in that situation if He didn't trust me that I will overcome it. One day you will understand why you are going through everything you are going through right now. And trust me, I understand that God has brought me to that position, to the end of it. And now I'm sitting to understand and to remember and to think about everything I have gone through and why I went through it. And I got my answers to it. There's a reason why you're going through something right now. And because there's a greater thing ahead of you. There's a greater thing ahead of you. You should be so unbothered. Like, be so unbothered. Whatever storm that comes in, you speak. Like, I need you guys to, after that encounter I had, whatever I'm going through right now is leading me to something. Whatever position I am right now is a pathway into becoming who I am meant to be. Like, this is literally what I read out to you guys. And I'm hoping and praying that you guys be like, you understand life like the way I do now. You stay so unbothered. And coupled with the fact that so many times that I felt bad about my life, so many times I felt bad about some things, about not achieving some things, about not getting exactly what I expected, and stuff like that. It was because these things weren't even meant for me, and God was intentionally taking these things away from me. I've cried so many times in the past, tried so many times in the past just to achieve a certain thing. And later on, I realized that, oh my God, it was God just taking these things away from me. God was intentionally making all these things not to work because it wasn't meant for me. In everything you are doing, my love, look at the signs. Sometimes you feel like a failure, and these things you want so much aren't even meant for you, and that is why you feel like a failure because you aren't getting exactly what you want. Where it's God protecting you, it is divine protection. Sometimes it's not everything you want that is meant for you. I'm just letting you know that so many things that has gone wrong in my life was God making it to go wrong. Because He will eventually bless you in a way that you did not expect. The way you are trying so hard and putting in so much effort in some things and it's not working. I'm telling you, the moment God will decide to bless you, it will be in a way you did not expect. Moving on, when you feel like a failure, one day I was scrolling through TikTok and there's this man I always listen to, and he said that, you know, find out what is not working and make it work. Literally, if you want to succeed, like you want to overcome all this grief and this moment of being a failure, write down what is not working and make it work. Start by little steps. Every day, do something different. Start little by little. This is how you change your life. The first key to overcoming your problems and these challenges is to first know and acknowledge what is not working, and then you make it work. Do what you have to do to make it work. Is it hard work? Is it reading? Is it watching videos to motivate yourself? Is it listening to people that will motivate you? Find out what is not working. Take little steps to make it work. I'm telling you, it all depends on you, your mindset, what you believe. Like, if you believe that you can overcome it, you can. There is no ability you do not have in you. There is no power. You can literally change things if you want to. You can. In case you've forgotten how powerful you are, in case you've forgotten how powerful your mindset is and the ability you have in you, I'm reminding you that you can change things if you want to, that you can do it if you want to. You have that grace, you have that wisdom, you have that knowledge, you have everything. You are divinely protected, you are divinely loved to not get what you want. So many times I just wake up and say, yes, I'm too beautiful or I'm too outstanding to fail, and that day becomes really productive. I just wake up in the morning, I make the decisions myself because no one will motivate you. You have to motivate yourself. Do things to motivate yourself every day. Stay motivated, feel motivated, do the right things you have to do, find out what is not working and make it work. There is nothing you cannot overcome if you want to. Like, you need to feel like a winner. Sometimes wake up and feel like you've won so many things in life, and use that energy to overcome whatever feels like a storm in your life. And lastly, a reminder that when you feel like a failure, It's not because you are indeed a failure, but because your soul is telling you that you can do better. All these feelings, you should not mistake it for something else. You should not think that because you feel like a failure means automatically you're a failure. It's like it's bothering you. Your soul is like kicking you and letting you know that, girl, you can do better if you want to. Like, this is not you. This is not your limit. You are beyond it. You are more beautiful than this. You have that beauty. You have that grace in you to achieve it. It's just your mindset. I've come to understand life to the fullest, to realize that there is nothing I want that I won't get. It's just the mindset. And it's just how I put my energy into it, invest my time. I will get whatever I want. Like, literally. So I hope you think the same way I do. Because my thoughts so far, the way I think, the way I move, the way I do things has literally transformed my entire life. Like, I'm at the position right now and I can't believe where I am. I just can't. I can't. And I'm passing on this message because I hope you transform your own life too. Yes. In case no one has told you, you're not a failure. You've not failed. I mean, you've not failed. You're just feeling, and it's temporary. Just some temporary random feeling. Like, if you see the way I was feeling 3 weeks ago, or was it 2 weeks ago, you won't believe that I won't have the same energy to talk to you guys. It's just feeling, is temporary. It doesn't detect your whole life. It doesn't tell you, like, it's not telling your whole life. It's just there to just make you feel bad. Embrace so much positivity, embrace so much positive energy. Girl, you can do better if you want to. And those people you look up to, you can get to their position. Those people you feel like are living the perfect life. Like I said, not everyone has a perfect life. But let me tell you, people are making their life really better. Like, their life is far better than how they started. Not everyone has a perfect life, but people are living a good life. Like, you should know, people are living a good life. Yes. So if they are counting the people that have failed, you should not be counted among. You should be counted among people that have overcome things and living the best life. They are like living life to the fullest, like living a good life. You should be counted there. Everything I think, I become. It's as simple as that. If I think like I'm a failure, then my whole life just suddenly feels like, oh my god, I have failed. But the moment I start thinking great and thinking big and feeling like, oh my god, I take care of myself, and then so many good things just comes into my life. Like, do you understand how life works? Feel good, two good things will come to you. Like, feel, be in your right frame of mind, have the strongest mindset, have the best mindset, and you will see good things coming to you. Like, that is how it works. That is how life works. The more you take care of yourself, the more you do things for yourself, do good things for yourself, you attract good things. So don't sit and think of how bad your life has been. If you're sitting there, you're reading, then you're doing something. Don't just think, don't just sit in the same position and think of how miserable your life has been. You're not living a miserable life. A lot of people are going through worst. Like, no matter how bad you feel like your life is right now, there's someone out there that is going through hell, like going through hell and praying to be you, like praying and hoping to be you. So you should be grateful. The more grateful you are, the more blessings that comes in. Yes, I love you guys so much. And I hope this video has been able to, put you back on the right track to avoid those random feelings of it. Just random, the random feeling. You can overcome it and you can be great. I'm seriously rooting for you guys, and I wish you all the best in life. Thank you so much for watching my video. See you on the next one.